I had a dream last night. I was talking to Johnny Cash. He was looking good. He seemed happy enough, and we were talking about rock and roll, hillbilly music, state of politics. We were talking about the idea that half the country hates the other half of the country now. And that half hates the other half. It's hard to get anything done, you know. We don't have anybody that I can think of who walks that line anymore like Johnny Cash did. Somebody who appealed to the uneducated, the unwashed, the unclean, the prisoners, the Native Americans. I asked him, what was it like walking with gods at Sun Record Studios in Memphis, Tennessee? He said, we weren't gods then. Just a bunch of hillbillies trying to make a living without working. I saw a tear in his eye. I played these songs key that wasn't too demanding. I didn't want to be the king of rock and roll. I didn't want to be the last one standing. Now I'm up here thinking about Jerry Lee Lewis. It's hard to imagine that you're going to put the smart money on the last one standing. It might be that old motherfucker. Won't anything kill him? We're talking about a guy who, well into 3 divorces, there are 3 homicide investigations. And the IRS looks into why he hasn't paid millions of dollars in taxes. And after a couple of weeks at his ranch in Mississippi, they pack up and decide, never mind, never mind. He stabbed one roadie and shot one reporter. We all know about Elvis in the Army, but do you know why Jerry Lee Lewis was never drafted? Some of you have heard me say this before. This is true. That thing that they talk about just before the 6:30 news, if you have an erection that lasts for longer than 6.5 hours or whatever it is, Jerry Lee Lewis has one that's lasted whatever number of years this is. Apparently they won't draft you. I guess it looks bad in a uniform. That seems to me to be rock and roll. I don't know. I left for England, a crown prince. Came home to Memphis with a hard landing. I should have been the king of rock and roll. Don't want to be the last one standing. We've lost Elvis Presley and Jackie Wilson and Bo Diddley, Johnny Horton, Buddy Holly, Richie Valens at 17 years old. They took John Lennon away from us. George Harrison. Thank God we're still blessed with Chuck Berry and Fats Domino and Little Richard. Ringo Starr. I play these songs in a key that's not too demanding. I shook the hand of the king of rock and roll. I don't want to be the last one saying. Thanks very much. I'm going to take a little break and do my wardrobe change. Try my best to keep my pants on. And the peace bonds are available all the way through the break here. See any of my cohorts or my family members here. We get peace bonds and, for one kiss, one kiss. You can kiss George and he'll kiss me later if you need to. So. Thank you very much. Oh, and isn't this a great place? How about the highway? I mean, who can imagine that in St. Petersburg, Florida, that we have this? And so, thanks very much. Thanks.
So great.
I'll be back in just a few minutes with more of this same crap. If you didn't like this, you ain't gonna get me fucking back.